Now, despite nationwide protests, Sri Lanka's President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has said that he will not resign and that he will only step down if he loses the majority in the parliament. However, in the latest, President has agreed to form an all-party government in the ruling coalition. Gotabaya has extended an invitation to all political party leaders. He has requested for a meeting to discuss the formation of an all-party government in the ruling coalition, which can be formed if Prime Minister and Cabinet submit resignation. Now, the discussion will take place keeping the structure, period of implementation and individuals' responsibility in mind. The meeting is scheduled for 29th of April. However, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa has dismissed remarks of President asking him to submit his resignation. Now, with foreign debt estimated at $51 billion, Sri Lanka has been in the grip of an economic crisis. The country is experiencing its worst financial crisis since its independence in 1948. Citizens have been protesting against months of blackouts, acute scarcity of food, fuel and other essentials. And President Gotabaya has been facing fierce public protest for its government's handling of the economic crisis. However, he has refused to step down from the country's presidency. Amid the financial crunch, the Sri Lankan government has taken few emergency measures. It has sought help from the International Monetary Fund. But the IMF has asked Sri Lanka to restructure its huge foreign debt before a bailout program is finalized. With this, the country will be provided interim relief fund. The loan will amount to anywhere between $300 million to $600 million. This will be spent on purchasing medicines and other essential items. Sri Lanka will also receive an aid package from the World Bank over the next 4 months. And for more on this, our correspondent, the Sonia Thoda, has sent us this report from Colombo. Take a look.
Amidst a worsening economic crisis that has now developed into a political crisis as well, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa today in a letter has appealed to all parliamentarians representing the government, including the parliamentarians who just decided to be independent in parliament, for a meeting that is scheduled to take place this Friday to discuss the possibility of forming an interim government. Now, this is interesting because this letter specifically states that this new interim government will only be formed following the resignation of Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa as well as the newly appointed cabinet. The reason that this is interesting is because just yesterday, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa was seen saying that he will not be resigning from his post as Prime Minister. Sri Lanka's economic crisis continues to worsen, with the cost of living increasing day by day here in the country, with Litro, Sri Lanka's state-owned gas company, increasing gas prices by more than double here in the island nation. Stay with WION as we bring you the very latest of the developments here in Sri Lanka. Reporting from Colombo, I'm Sonia Thoda.